Here we are. All right. We are live and welcome. Already 18 of you in the house. Scrum Lass is in there. Howdy, hey. I'll say howdy, ho. Cheers, kampai with my Shohei Ohtani tea. Some of you might be wondering, just while we're waiting for people to come, what is this? No, this way over here. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Beatles, from when I saw their Get Back movie. Casablanca stuff. Why can I not do my arm right? Jurassic Park and Jaws postcards when I went and saw those on IMAX when they re-released them. Bruce Springsteen poster from a special box set that was released here in Japan for Born in the USA. And the top one is a Sting. If you're a fan of Der Stingelhopper, he is re-releasing his first so many albums in special editions here in Japan. And that is a poster from Dream of the Blue Turtles, his first solo album. And I'm a big fan of not only The Police, but Sting, and that album in particular. I love his first solo record. So that's a little bit what's up on the wall over there. All right, how we got? We got Ned. We got Scott. Aloha. Scott's our crazy man who's up super early or super late, however you want to look at it, in Hawaii, I think. Mike. He's got his coffee. He's reporting in. Hello, sir. Colin's in here. Charlotte, west of London. So you've got a reasonable time on your Sunday. It's, of course, 11:30 p.m. exactly right now. I'm on time here in Japan. Yeah, 10 Sumner's Tales is going to be remastered. They've all got like extra discs of B-sides, remixes. I've gotten the first two, Nothing Like the Sun and Dream of the Blue Turtles. I'm getting Soul Cages and 10 Sumners, I think, in a couple weeks. So I'm looking forward to that. Canada, Ozzy is in Canada. Hello, Germany. Guten Tag, I think. How do you say good morning in German? Somebody tell me. Ohio, which of course means good morning in Japanese, but the state of Ohio, checking in with Brian. 4:30 a.m. where Scott is. So is that really late or really early? I don't know. That's sort of right. Oh, Scott, what are you doing? Mara, a longtime fan of the channel. Hello, Mara. Kyle, hey, what's up? A non-sumo question. It's election day over there. It is. What's an election like over there? I have no idea, Colin, because I can't vote. I've never gotten permanent residency, so I'm still a visiting alien, and I don't know. I mean, in general, it's not that big a deal. I don't watch a lot of Japanese television, obviously. I think it would be wall-to-wall election coverage today, but the only thing I turn on my TV for is Sumo. There are posters up and around, and sometimes there's trucks that go up and down with sloganeering. And I try to keep up on who's like winning and what's happening. I've watched some YouTube videos about like some of the implications of who might win and how that might affect Japan. But honestly, I don't pay much attention to it. It's not a big deal. Young people here aren't super motivated to get out and vote and participate, unfortunately. So, yeah, they really obviously target the older people who are the vast majority of the people in Japan and cater to their issues. Mara hasn't even watched all the Patreon videos. I spoiled you today. I think I put up 13 videos. We'll go over that in a minute. Hakuho is the greatest wrestler ever. He certainly had his good day. Sorry, yeah, I mean, Mara, I don't know if you want to go and watch and come back because we're going to be talking spoilers here in about 10 minutes. So, Tube Wings is here. I mentioned to you Tube Wings. Oh, what did I need to ask you? Something on one of my Patreon videos, and I was like, I don't think Tube Wings is on Patreon. So you probably never saw that question, and now I can't remember what it was. I think it was yesterday. If any of you remember, if you're Patreon people, feel free to ask Tube Wings as he's in the audience tonight. What could it have been? I don't remember. Yeah. Don't know if you've seen it, but J-Wags gave you props as one of the original Sumo English YouTube channels on the Sumo podcast 3 weeks ago. Well, thank you, J-Wags. He was one of the few people that's ever tried to do this job. He was my stand-in one time when I needed some time off, and yeah, it's tough. And but he's a good dude. I enjoy his channel as well. 8:30 a.m. for Scrum Lass, and the Sumo ended for me at 3 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do when I move back to the States. If I move back to California, as it probably will, it sucks. It's like the top division, I think, is 1:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. or something like that. I can't remember. No, that wouldn't make sense. Why would it be 30? Yeah, maybe 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. or midnight to 2 a.m. Maybe it depends on whether it's daylight savings time or not. Trucker Mark is in here. Hey, Trucker. Your reaction to the Onosato video was awesome. Well, thank you. They're honest and genuine in the moment reactions. King Rama, hello from Thailand. Hello. I could try to say something. I don't know how to say any Thai other than this very stereotypical namaste. Is that, no, wait, namaste? No, that's Indian, maybe. Is that Thai? Oh my God. I'm so bad. But Thailand, yeah, teach us how to say good morning in Thailand. Well, it's not morning for you. You're closer to my time. The Midori Fuji match was 10 out of 10. The Wakata Kage match snatched my wig. Okay, Scott, promising me lunch when I'm closer. You know what, Scott? There's a good chance I'll be in Hawaii next summer because my sister loves Hawaii, and she wants me to fly to Hawaii, which is about 6 hours, and she's going to fly from California to Hawaii, which is about 3 hours for her, I think, San Diego or LA. And she really wants to go. I guess Disney has some kind of special resort in Hawaii. So she wants to go to that hotel and everything. And I'm like, okay, I could maybe do that. So there's a good chance I'll be in Hawaii next May, June, July. I don't know exactly when we're planning on going, but I'm actually going to try not to have it be a sumo month. But yeah, her birthday is June 16th. So maybe it'll coincide with her birthday. All right, I'll let you know, Scott. The Aulani Resort, that is it. So it's where she wants to go. I just want to do all the history stuff. I want to go to the Pearl Harbor Memorial and see some other Polynesian culture things. And yeah, I've been to Hawaii, to the airport. I've been to Honolulu Airport a few times, and that's about as far as I got. But yeah, I'd like to go. Oh, the Dodgers are going to be playing the Padres in August. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely be there. Got to go. 17. Oh, why can't I not do my sides? It's my it says Otani on the back, but I won't turn around. Okay. So that's enough chatting. I think people have had time to get in. We got 52 people in. Thank you for the thumbs up. We got 15 thumbs up. Let's jump into sumo. I'm going to attempt, as always, to share my screen. Hope that you guys can see everything. I can still check in on the questions and the comments over here in the live chat. Scott and Scrumlass and Who Colin have gotten top fans crowns. I don't know how you got that. Was it just because you were early? Oh, it says XP next to your name. How do you get XP? Is this because you've attended other live things? That's cool. See, I didn't even know I had that. All right. Or maybe it's how many comments you're leaving. I don't know, but that's cool. So there you go. Okay. How much you've talked in chat. Okay. All right. So let me try to share. So yeah, again, spoilers as always for the Sumo Summary Show. We're going to talk about what happened on day 8. We'll look ahead to who's fighting who on day 9. We'll look at the standings of the contest. So yeah, you will know who won and lost today coming up soon. Okay. Yeah, there were, Iceman. I agree. There were many excellent bouts today. And hello to Finland. So let's jump in here. All right. So if I go back, you guys are seeing it. Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed. So many people were giving me very dire pronouncements of Takeda Fuji's ailment when he hurt his bicep. That that he bounced back the next day and was there and he's fighting. He obviously hasn't had much luck, but yeah, hopefully he's not hurting himself by doing that. So okay, let me jump in here. Absent people. Well, let's do absent first. Hidena Umi came back. I think you guys all know that. Nobody pulled out, so that's good. All right, now we'll go into our day 8. We'll go down to Juryo first. I put up a couple Juryo videos. Kitsunowaka, who beat Asanoyama recently, came up from Makuuchi and beat Shimano Umi. And so he's now got his Kachikoshi at Makuuchi 3. And if he can get a 5-1 or 6-1, he'll probably get promoted back up to Juryo in September. Hatsuyama had a really nice win over Shiden to go to 6-2. Nishiki Fuji, this is the one that's on the channel, won his match to maintain his 1-loss record. So he is still on the leaderboard, can get his Kachikoshi tomorrow, beat Miyano Kaze. Then we go Koto Kuzan 6-2, Mita 6-2, and Shirokuma Makekoshi 0-8, 8 straight losses from day 1. Always hate to see that. Daiseizan and Shonana Umi was the battle of the two guys with only 1 loss, and Daiseizan was the winner. He's now 7-1, and Shonana Umi is 1 off the pace in the 6-2 group. And Ryuden's doing okay at Juryo 1. He'll probably get promoted back up at 5-3. Okay, let me look over, make sure everything. Yeah, it was fun at the final few matches of the day today. We'll talk about Kotozakura as well. There was a basho, just to talk to Ozzy's point about injuries. There was a basho in COVID times. I want to say that one maybe basho where like no fans were allowed to go. I want to say March 2020, but I'm not going to say for sure. And so many guys, because if anybody in your Heya got COVID, you had to pull out of the tournament. And we were literally, I think we lost 10 or more top division Rikishi, whether they had COVID or not, because of protocols. We were down to, I think, 16 top division matches by the end of that tournament. We started with 21, and almost immediately we dropped because people had to pull out on day 1. And then guys were just dropping like flies because somebody in their Heya got COVID and they couldn't compete there for at least for a few days. And I want to say by the end of that tournament, we had 16 top division matches. It was crazy. So, yeah, that's the most injuries. I mean, they're not really injuries, right? But craziness. Okay. Here we go, looking at what happened in the top division today. So Nishikigi, the other Juryo 1, came up from Juryo and got a win over Shishi. He's now 4-4 and needs to keep getting wins if he wants to go up to the top division. Hidena Umi came back, but did not get a win over Kusano, as expected. So basically, he's got a Makekoshi, but as I was mentioning in the Patreon videos, he's not really looking to get his winning record. He just wants to get enough wins at M15 to stay in the top division. And I think that's probably going to be 6. 5 is a little iffy to me. 5-10 record. A 6-9 though, I think he's safe. 7-8, he's definitely safe. 5-10, and then below 5, there's still a good chance he would be demoted. Okay, Kaio got his first win of the tournament and staved off Makuuchi by getting a win over Fujinokawa in a match that was kind of fun to watch today. That's on the channel as a doubleheader with this one. Kotoeho, the other rookie, is now 3-5 and struggling, probably going back down to Juryo, but still alive. He lost to Chirana Umi today. Koto Shoho beat former Ozeki Shodai, and Matake Umi fell out of the one-loss group into the two-loss group by losing to Takanosho, both former Ozeki losing today. That's a video that's on the channel. Then somebody mentioned the Midori Fuji match was a lot of fun against Toki Hayate. Roga beat Asakoryu. Atami Fuji, who's on my team, I'm a little disappointed. He hasn't done a little bit better, but, 5 wins is not terrible. But it was a wonderful move by Ichi Yamamoto to get that Shitate Dashinage win. He stays at the one-loss group. Chio Shoma, and it was his birthday today. Chio Shoma, I think he's 34 today. Somebody can double-check me on that. But 0-8, Makuuchi record, just terrible start to his turn. 8 straight losses from day one. Tobizaru got the win to go to 3-5. Takeda Fuji fought Ura, and Ura did have some good moves and wins by Hitaki Komi. He goes to 6-2, which is a great number for Ura. And Takeda Fuji, unfortunately, on my team, we're hoping he can get some more wins and get his Kachikoshi. He's at 4-4. Hirada Umi beat Gonoyama, both men now 5-3. Meisei went to 3-5 by beating Sadano Umi. Tamawashi just killing it right now. 7-1, beating Abi, who's now 4-4 today. Aonishiki got a 6 win to go to 6-2 by beating Oho, who has the mirror record of 2-6. Then we get into our top ranked guys. Takayasu beat Wakamoto Haru. He's 6-2. Kirishima maintains his one loss on top of the leaderboard at 7-1 now by beating Onokatsu. Wakataka Kage got a 4th win by beating Kim Bozan, who's 1-7. Then the 2 upsets. Oshoma, who was 1-6 going into this match, the Komusubi, beats Kotozakura, who is now 5-3, but only his 2nd win of the Basho. Good sumo from him, though, today. And then Hakuho just railroading Onosato out of the ring. Very uncharacteristic performance by Onosato, but a good win for Hakuho. He's now 4-4, and Onosato falls out of the one-loss group now and is 6-2. All right, let me go back over to comments here. Hello, Samantha from West Virginia. I always think of the John Denver song when I hear the words West Virginia, Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains. Ichi Yamamoto is really doing some uncharacteristic sumo for him, not pushing and thrusting all the time and going on the belt, but still getting wins. So he's a lot of fun to watch. I don't know what's up with Chio Shoma right now. Hakuho, he was just awesome today. Oh, YouTube has already hit me with 4 ads. I'm sorry about that. I say no mid-roll ads, and I think I put it on conservative. So it should maybe give you 1 when you start and 1 when you finish, but I didn't think it gave you any during the live. But sorry about that, King Rama. Yeah, Onosato, that's true. His loss to Onosato's loss to Hakuho, I got to get my English going here, is a Kimboshi for Hakuho. So he's giving him up too. That's true. All right. Okay, so let me go back. Everything seems to be working good. Let's look at the leaderboard. So in the top division, these are the four guys at 7-1. Kirishima, the Sekewake. Then we got Tamawashi, Ichiyamamoto, and Kusano. And basically, look at how spread out they are across the Banzuke. So, yep, the Yokozuna is not in that group anymore. Him and Matakeyumi fell out into the two-loss group. And the two-loss group, I think I counted it, it's about 6 guys. So quite a large number, still very much in contention for the Emperor's Cup. And, out of this group, it would be most fun to either see Kusano win it in his debut or see Tamawashi win. But honestly, any of these guys, it would be a lot of fun to see them win the championship. Then down in Juryo, we're down to 2 guys with 1 loss. And they have not fought each other, so that will happen somewhat soon. I don't think it's going to happen. Let me just double click on him. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. No, he's fighting Dayamami tomorrow. So they will fight each other soon, though. And 4 guys trailing 1 off the pace behind them. So a lot of fun down in Juryo. And then we get into the other divisions. I will keep an eye on Asanoyama for you guys. You guys were happy that I posted that video to the Patreon. So some of you are saying you want to see his matches, so I will do my best, especially tomorrow because it's a holiday in Japan tomorrow, so I'll be home all day. After that, I have to go back to work for the 22nd to the 25th, so I won't be as available to get those. What am I trying to say? Third tier division matches. North Carolina. Enho, did he fight today? Let me check for you. Who is that? That's that Tar Heel. Let's see. We can go to Isagahama, which is Hakuoho's stable, and have a look. Enho. He did not fight today. He had a day off, but he's 2-2. So he might fight day 9. They don't have somebody listed for him, or day 10, next couple days. So, yep. He needs to get wins. He needs to get 4 to go up the Banzuke. So we'll keep an eye on him. And actually, we can look at Asanoyama. Let's see. If we go to tournament records, and then we go down to the Makuuchi division. Oh, he fights tomorrow. So, yeah, I can try to get that matchup. Inami is his opponent, and he is 2-2. So we'll see. All right. Let's look at day 9. Start down in Juryo. Check the comments real quick. Yes, Zaronina. Hakuoho is in Isagahama stable, and his Oyakata is now Terunofuji. I forget what his Oyakata name is, but he is in charge of Isagahama stable from now. He took over in June for the retired former Oyakata, and of course Hakuho has left the scene, so he is now part of that stable completely. Kirishima Yusho, says Matt. Very well could happen. If Onosato doesn't win it, Colin wants Kirishima to win it. Okay. Gautro 321 hopes that Onosato doesn't become boring like Hokuseiho was because of his size. And yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. Some people have said the Onosato matches have been a little boring because he wins so quickly. But today wasn't. Oh, they're saying Ned's saying Enho is Kyujo with a leg injury. Okay, well he hasn't. I don't think he. I'll check. Let me check the absence because I don't really scroll down the absent list. Endo. No, that's it. Oh, well, we have to go down to. Oh, you're right. Makuuchi 16. Endo is pulled out, absent from day 9. Oh, that's a shame. All right. Well, he's going to go down the Banzuke then from Makuuchi 16 to something further in the middle of the pack. So he will not be up in Juryo anytime soon. Oh, that's a shame. But thank you for letting me know. I'll share that with other people now that I know. Okay. Thank you, Ned. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Ozzy, I don't think he's going to take September off. I think he'll definitely show up. He's already got enough people saying he shouldn't be a Yokozuna. I think if he took an extra basho off, the tide would just rise that he doesn't deserve the rank. Blah 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 blah. So he'll definitely feel pressured to show up in September. Hopefully, it's not that bad an injury. All right. Hi. Okay, let's go back and look at day 9. So, and we said we were going to start in Juryo, see if any of the big matchups are down here. Let's see. Mita is fighting Dewa Noru. Oh, another Makuuchi wrestler. Oh, no, he is the Makuuchi wrestler. Nishiki Fuji on the leaderboard has Dayamami. Let's see. Anything else jump out? Daisei's on the other leader has Oshomi. Shonana Umi has Hitoshi. Where's Ryuden? Ryuden must be going up to. He must be the guy going up to. Excuse me. The top division tomorrow. Okay, let's jump up to the top division. Yep, there he is. Ryuden's fighting Kotoeho to start off the day. Kaio has Shodai. Shishi has Chirana Umi. Fujinokawa and Asakoru. These guys are kind of the same size. That'll be a fun matchup. Midori Fuji Mitake Umi. Kusano against Takanosho. Roga has Hidena Umi trying to find wins. Ura in the first half against Toki Hayate. Koto Shoho against Sadano Umi. Atami Fuji Tobizaru. And then we're basically jumping into the second half. Ichi Yamamoto, Gonoyama. I think he'll get that win tomorrow, Ichi Yamamoto, and maintain. Chiyoshoma against Takeda Fuji. Tamawashi has Onokatsu. Hopefully Tamawashi can get that win, get his Kachikoshi. May Savers Abi. Wakamoto Haru Aonishiki. Normally I'd say that'd be a good matchup, but this should be Aonishiki's. Wakamoto Haru is just not wrestling well this tournament. A 2-6 Oshoma versus a 2-6 Oho. Yawn. Hirada Umi against Wakataki Kage. Kirishima versus Hakuho. He'll be pumped from his win yesterday, so that'll be a fun match. Koto Zakura against Kim Bozan. Yawn. And Onosato Takayasu. Now that's a firecracker. That's a great way to end day 9. So, yeah, I think I gotta think Onosato's going to bounce back and want to course correct after the loss, and will get that win over Takayasu. But Takayasu's been wrestling well. It's certainly not going to be an easy match. So some good matches standing out there on day 9. As I said, holiday. It's Umi no Hi Marine Day tomorrow, and the IG Arena should be packed. So fun day of sumo ahead for all the fans lucky enough to get tickets. Let's see. No, I don't think racism had much to do with it. Racism had much to do with his treatment overall over the whole time he was a Yokozuna. I definitely feel like he would have been held in higher esteem and had more attention from the Japanese public. You know, say what you want. but Hakuho is the undisputed GOAT. I mean, he is so dominant, so many records, so good for so long. And yeah, the Japanese public just wasn't that interested. They really lost their marbles when Kiseno Sato finally got to be Yokozuna. And then, of course, he ended up, tragically not being able to really be a good one um, after years of being a great Ozeki, which was a really sad story. But yeah, they've embraced Onosato. I think they're ready for him to be a dominant force, but I don't think it's really. He's not lighting people on fire. I think some people were saying, he comes off a little boring, um, but he's just so quick. Nobody's had time to like acclimate to Onosato because he's come up through the ranks so fast that maybe people don't feel like they really know him that well yet, or they haven't seen him struggle or overcome adversity or things like that. So yeah, but the ticket sales are certainly one indication that the Japanese fans are eagerly wanting to see him. September is just going to sell out in mere minutes because it's in Tokyo. And I think that will be a very well attended show, and high ticket prices on the secondary market, etc. Yeah, Daisho pulled out on the first day, and Endo pulled out on the first day. They both cited injuries, Vass, and did not compete this time. Iceman, you're thinking he's going to get more than 10, but not as many as 25. Well, that's obviously a big gap. That's, yeah, I mean, I definitely think it depends who kind of comes up to be his rival. We were hoping that Hoshoru develops into a good rival for Onosato. And of course, we're not going to get to see that head-to-head match on day 15 that we were all hoping for this time. But hopefully that will become a thing. And that necessarily, just losing that one match doesn't necessarily mean that Onosato is going to lose Yushos. I mean, he'll still win championships even if he loses to Hoshoru on the final day, perhaps. But yeah, I definitely think he'll probably become a Dai Yokozuna and win 10 or more. 25 is a big ask. So yeah, that's probably a very safe prediction, Iceman. Yeah. Well, Daisho is obviously going to be demoted out of Sekewake and Komusubi into the rank and file. I don't know how far down the Banzuke he'll go because he's obviously going to get 0 wins. But yeah, he won't be. You don't get to stay at Sekewake or even Komusubi when you pull out of a tournament like that. I think he'll probably go down to like Maegashira 5 or 6, but it really just depends what slots they need to fill. And Endo what was he in Maegashira 7? He'll go pretty far down as well. Okay. Yeah, Matt, I mean, I think Kirishima, if he gets close, they'll seriously consider it. If you like won the Yusho with a 13-2, I think he would probably get promoted to Ozeki, even though I think technically he needs 14 wins this time to have 33. If he got 13, which is one less, but he won the Yusho, I think they would promote him, because you're right, we do need another Ozeki. Okay, what else am I going to share with you? Let's go back over here. Just wanted to share the Patreon page and show you the collection today. So lots of matches. Ended up having 13 videos, but multiple matches in some of the videos. So lots to look at over there. Takeda Fujiura was a fun one. I did have the Shodai and the Mitakeyumi are both in this one. Both rookies. This is obviously Fujinokawa and Kaio. This kanji up here in this Japanese there was a small earthquake. Well, not small, but a little bit of an earthquake in a different region than from where I live today. While the sumo was happening, a couple Juryo matches to start the day, like I said. And so, yeah, lots to look at over there. And obviously tomorrow will be really full coverage as well. Over in the standings for the oh, did it ever go over? Oh, maybe it never left. Because now I'm back and I'm not seeing that Patreon. Let me go back over. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you know why? I gotta stop sharing maybe. Okay. I think I understand what's happening. Because I left this main page. Okay. So I'm gonna go here and share. Just a little bit different than when I do it on Zoom. Okay, so now I can do this little. You guys, what is Jason talking about? All these videos, multiple matches. Love this thumbnail. So lots to look at over on the Patreon. Put a few Juryo matches up to start. And then, like this is Fujinokawa against Kaio, as well as Kusano and Hidenoumi. This is Shodai and Koto Shoho, and Takanosho and Matake Umi, etc., etc. So head on over to Patreon if you're a Patreon person. If not, think about joining us. It's only all right. So now I got to stop sharing and come back here. Who is everyone's middle Sunday pick for the U Show? That's a good question, Matt. Should we start a poll? How do I do a poll? Engage with your audience. Top chat goal. Timestamps. Pop out chat. Oh, I thought I could do a poll. I'll start a poll. Okay, here we go. Who will win the U Show? And let's see, I'll put Onosato on there. Kirishima. Nishiki. And that's the only 4 guys I can add. So I'm just going to do those 4. But obviously you can hit other. All right, there's the poll. And I will end it soon. So those are your 4 choices. Vote as you like. Yeah, he should, Iceman. Aonishiki should have a fairly easy second week. And, there could be a playoff. Okay, so let me do one more share here, and then we'll do questions and stuff. And that's the standings page. So there it is. Okay, so this is after, obviously, 8 days. Jestermon. I thought it was Jester. I think I pronounced this Jester Mom, M-O-M, yesterday. But no, it's Jestermon. Like, I don't know why I'm saying it like I'm from Jamaica, but there you go. 38 points for this person. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. All alone. Look at that. In first place, Onosato, Kirishima, Aonishiki, Ichi Yamamoto, a rare pick here. Takanosho, good choice there, and Kusano. So all alone in first place. And then we have a single second place person, Blimby. So almost the same thing, but we have a Gonoyama here and an Ura here. And then 8 people tied for third. Jason's birthday, Mosumo, Peter and Donkey, Archie Fuji, Xander Zuna, Sublime, Johannes, and Brutus. So all doing well. And then this is Tim and Adachi is my team, except he has Kirishima, which I should have. So he's in 4th place. So I'm going to probably be down in 6th or 7th. Let's see where I am. 6, no. How about 7? Yep, here I am. So about 94 of you are ahead of me right now. Didn't get a win from Takeda Fuji today. Didn't get a win from Atami Fuji today. And I didn't get a win. Wait, I think Wakataka Kage won. Yeah. So I think I went 4 for 6. No, Onosato didn't win, right? Yeah, okay. Darn it. But that affected almost everybody. Because somebody has Koto Zakura. Look at this. Simon has Koto Zakura here. And if, and he's hanging right in there with everybody else. So good for him. So I hope you're doing well in the contest. All right, how we doing in the... No, I don't want to end the poll. I just want to look at the poll. There we go. Okay, Kirishima, the overwhelming favorite right now. 33 of you have voted in the poll. So there's 81 of you in here. Come on, vote. Onosato only getting 30%. A few people staking their claim on Kusano or Aonishiki. They're outliers for sure, but they certainly have the numbers and they have chance. And I didn't even put Ichi Yamamoto on there, and he's obviously on the leaderboard. So he should have to fight Onosato fairly soon. I think he is that good, Franklin. He's asking, is Kusano really that good? Yeah, I think he has all the earmarks of being a very successful top division Rikishi. I don't know that he's going to, rise up through the ranks in the same speedy fashion that Onosato recently did, but that's a rare case. Tamawashi, yeah, he has a chance at winning the U show. So Ozzy is saying that Spiffy over on his channel did a great video on Kusano, so I'd like to see that. Yeah, Papayasu, Takayasu could win the U show. That would be amazing. If he beats Onosato tomorrow, wow, that would be amazing. I mean, yes, I will shout loudly if that happens tomorrow. Brothers cannot face each other unless it's a playoff. That is true. Yeah, I think Ozzy. I mean, you can't expect amazing things. Not everyone's going to have a debut U show like Takeda Fuji had. Remember that? But he's certainly, doing very well down at the bottom of the Banzuke. They haven't really brought him up to fight anybody above M10 yet. But if he continues to win, they might have him fight, say, Wakataka Kage or Takayasu, or I don't think he's going to have a shot at the Yokozuna this tournament, but he will certainly get a special prize if he can get in. Just getting Kachikoshi in your debut might get a special prize, but no, maybe they want 10 wins. Michael, thank you. Yes, I love this shirt too. I appreciate the donation. Super chat. So what do? I can put a heart. Yay, heart. But yeah, he's definitely somebody to watch. We've got some really good younger talent. We've got a Hakuho, we've got Aonishiki, we've got. I'm really impressed this tournament because I didn't watch him a lot in Juryo when he was Waka Ikari, but I'm really impressed with Fujinokawa. He's not going to win because of his size as much as Kusano is going to, but he is. I mean, the fighting spirit is off the chart with him, and he's got some technique and some ring savvy. So I've been really, just really enjoying his sumo. All right. Any other questions here? Are there any guys in the top division from the same stable? Vass asks. Oh yeah. I mean, well, here I'll share and show you. Let's have a look. Isagahama stable, I think, has 5 guys in the top division. Share. So what you do is you find somebody. Okay, everybody with got Fuji in their name is almost all of them are Isagahama. So they have Hakuho, Takeda Fuji, Atami Fuji, Midori Fuji, and Kusano are all in that same stable. And then Nishiki Fuji is in the lead down in Juryo, so he could be back soon. That's one of the more dominant stables in the top division for sure. The Waka brothers, obviously, as you mentioned, are both in the top division. I don't think there's a way to see that. Let's try it this way. Tournament records. Okay. Does it? It doesn't say they're stable here. I was hoping it would say where they were from. Kirishima, I don't think he has anybody else. Yeah, some of the guys are the only guy. Let's see who else. Aonishiki, I don't think has a stable mate that's in the top division. Nope. And he doesn't even have anybody in Juryo in his stable. So some of them are like that. What's another stable that has a bunch of people? Onosato stable, there's at least one other guy, right? Oh no, it's all the way down to Shirokuma in Juryo for Onosato. Okay, now I got to find at least one more. Fujinokawa? Nope, he's the only top guy. Oh, Nishikigi, though, is coming up. They'll be both in the top division. But yeah, there are stables that have multiple guys in the top division, just not jumping out at me right now. I don't think they can split off. I think that Hakuho is now an Isagahama man, and he's got to just. And I don't think he minds it. I mean, he was talking. He got interviewed. If you watch my Patreon video at the end of the Onosato match, they went to the interview room, and he was in there because he, they gave him some time because he beat the Yokozuna today. And he said he was talking with, I was talking with my coach, and Teruno Fuji told me to just go for it. I don't have anything to lose, and so I think he's adjusted to life in that new stable, and he's accepted his new fate, new destiny, and probably embracing it. Yeah, basically they don't get traded like Major League Baseball players or something. Once you're in a stable, you're there. So, oh, there you go. Zed's got a few other stables: Nishinoseki, Oitakaze. The Koto Shoho brothers. You're right. Koto Shoho and Koto Eho, same stable. Ura's stable has many sekitoris. The Banzuke page shows stables. Oh, okay. Charlotte, I'll look at that. Yeah, Hoshoru does have Meisei is from his stable. So, yeah, I picked up Takeda Fuji is on my team as well. So, and Wakatake Kage, both of them are sort of underperforming in my opinion. But okay, let's end the poll. End poll. What happens when I do that? Can I see it? Okay. 42% of you think Kirishima will win the Yusho, 38% Onosato, and then smaller numbers for Aonishiki and Kusano. And 52 of you voted, thank you. So, yep. Kirishima, a lot of popular support there for the Sekewake to win a Yusho and maybe help his chances to get promoted to Ozeki. That'll be a fun matchup. And I've been talking on Patreon about how I think that match between Kirishima and Onosato might go on day 15 if Kotozakura is not performing well enough to kind of warrant the highlight spot on the final day against the Yokozuna, and he'll fight the Ozeki. The Yokozuna will fight the Ozeki, and maybe on Saturday, day 14 instead, and they'll save Kirishima to fight Onosato on day 15. But we should get it, at the end of next week. Obviously, that'll be a really fun matchup. So, okay. Have you found a new favorite wrestler since Okinaumi? Yeah, for my wall. I don't know. Don't know yet. I'm gonna probably give it one more basho, and then maybe buy a new one. We'll just have to see. Aonishiki could be a choice. And like I said, I'm really digging Fujinokawa, although he's probably not going to have that big poster yet. He's too new. But maybe Tamawashi. Tamawashi is just such the GOAT, man. I just think what he's achieved is so incredible. I gush about him today on the Patreon video. I was just kind of taken aback when I was looking at some of his stats. And so the only thing is, I know he's gonna retire soon, isn't he? He's 41 in November, So it's like, if I buy his big poster and put it up there, maybe it'll only be up there a year, and then he'll be retired. I don't know, but he is doing so well, this Basho Wegwazen, and the thing is why would he retire? If he's still able to go out and do it. I was saying that it's remarkable, not only that he's never missed a day, but that since about 2013, he's never gone back down to Juryo. He's never had like those losing records that have sucked him into the second tier division. So for 12 years, he's maintained his Makuuchi status. Never, of course, been higher than Sekewake. Just amazing achievements by that man. Plus, he's won 2 Yusho, which is more than a lot of the guys in the top division. And yeah, just fantastic stuff. And so I don't know. I almost feel like I should honor him with a place on the wall. We'll see. Okay, I think that's it. So we looked at who's going to fight each other on day 9. We looked at the standings page, and I mentioned Patreon. So I think that's about it. We've been here an hour. It's almost, it's 12:20 a.m. in Japan. So thank you to everybody for coming by. I'll wait a moment or two if anybody has any last questions or comments they want to make. And obviously, like I said, tomorrow's a holiday. I'll be full coverage. Like I said, I'll try even to get that Asanoyama match up for you if you're over on Patreon. And then I think, I'm going to be able to work flex time at work because there's no classes, no students. So I should be able to come home by 4 o'clock each day and watch live and have pretty full coverage all the rest of this week. And then, of course, into the final weekend. And yeah, the new Fantastic Four movie comes out on Friday, but I'll probably wait and go see it because I'll be fully on summer vacation from the 26th. Don't even have to go to work at all for 3 weeks. So I can go see it like 28th or 29th, any time of the day I want. But right now, the big movie that's taking over all the theater slots is an anime thing called Demon Slayer. It's taking over all the IMAX slots and everything. So hopefully they'll give a few to Fantastic Four. Thank you guys for coming by. Will you do one more live Trucker Mark Acts? Maybe next Saturday, the 26th. We could do this one more time at the end of day 14. If you guys want me to, just leave a comment. Would love to see the Asanoyama match. Samantha says, okay, I will do my best to remember. I just have to seek it out and then remember in my brain that, I'm not going to start watching Sumo at 3 o'clock. I got to even watch it earlier than that. So, do you think Hoshoru would have been promoted had the Yokozuna Council and JSA known that Onosato would have been used? Pearl Cab, that's a hard question to answer. I was talking in one of the videos today, and there's no denying that Hoshoru got promoted, partly because of the situation that the JSA was in at the time, as far as, they were going to have no Yokozuna, right? When Terunofuji retired. So to say that that wasn't a factor in getting him promoted would be silly. But they had no way of knowing that Onosato was going to perform like he did. So for them to have said, well, let's wait and see, or, let's have him win one more tournament or something. I don't have a big problem with him being there like some other people do, as long as he performs well. And he obviously hasn't done that yet, but he also hasn't stuck around for all 15 days. It's not like he's, I don't know. Anything I say, people are going to say, oh, you're just propping him up, and, why do we need to support him? You don't. And yeah, I just feel like he's there now. I love sumo. I want sumo to do well. I want there to be a rivalry between the Yokozuna. So I'm rooting for him. And other people seem to be just want to tear him down and say, "Oh, you never deserved it in the first place." But whether you think that or not, he is there now, and that he can't get demoted. So he's going to stay as a Yokozuna until he's not. And I think he absolutely loves sumo and has a lot of pride and ego, and he wants to be an awesome Yokozuna. And perhaps his body, the injuries or whatever, are just not letting him yet. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now, and hope that he can come back stronger in September and put up some good numbers and show some good sumo. But we don't want a repeat of what happened to Kiseno Sato, which was just terrible. So yeah, we'll see. I'm rooting, Charlotte. I too am rooting for Hoshoru. So we'll see. We've got 2 more Basho this year. I'm, as I usually go to the November tournament in Fukuoka, and I plan to go this year. I hope to go this year. I'm hoping I won't be there on day 15 probably, but I'm hoping I get to see 2 great Yokozuna fighting hard, putting up good numbers, vying for the cup, as well as all these other up and comers that we're so excited about. I hope Ao Nishiki is in Sanyaku by then, as he is either a Komusubi or a Sekewake, and he's doing good things. Who knows? Kirishima might have gotten promoted by then, so we might have 2 Ozeki, etc. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to pressure him to retire or anything just based on a couple bad performances. They're obviously, he pulled out of this tournament arguably because he gave away 3 Kimboshi in a row, more so than probably the big toe that was hurting him. But we don't know. We don't know what his body is doing right now. And so if it was just that, like he just had 3 bad days in a row, that's part of the perks and the privilege of being a Yokozuna. You can say, you know what? I'm not feeling that well. I'm going to sit this one out. And they obviously have to have a better reason than that, but he can do that. And that maybe is what he needs. And he'll regroup and he'll come back, and let's hope he does. So there you go. All right. Whoa. Drop tuned. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. B is in here. Hello, B. And you guys have little stars next to your name, so that means you're channel members. Thank you so much. Yeah, I agree. Ozzy, I agree. I think he's there now. He met the requirements, and he's there, and I'm gonna support him being there. Do I think he'll be as good a Yokozuna as Onosato? No. But I would like to see them have 3 or 4 fun years of being rivals. So just like Hanamafuji was for Hakuho, right? And Hanamafuji is my favorite Yokozuna of all time. So, he was never going to be as good as Hakuho, but that doesn't mean he wasn't really entertaining and so much fun to watch. All right. So that'll do it for me. 1 hour. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for all the thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow on Patreon if you're a member for videos, and if not, right back here on YouTube for the Sumo Summary Show for day 9. And I hopefully won't miss a day this week, so I'll see you each day. Maybe we'll do this again live on day 14 on the 26th. So peace. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for coming. Bye.